Hi, friends, and a most pleasant good afternoon to you, wherever you may be. Welcome inside Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks on this snowy Sunday afternoon. First half of a Philadelphia Little Flyers youth doubleheader today. The 2015 Little Flyers take on the Elite Hockey Academy. Here the first half of our Sunday twin bill. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box atop the stands of Rink 3 at Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. And we're going to take a quick timeout before we tee up this first half of our twin bill. Second meeting today between the Little Flyers and Elite Hockey Academy. And we'll have it up next for you in a couple minutes. This is the Delaware Hockey Network, and it's brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks in Aston, Pennsylvania, home of a Philadelphia Little Flyers youth doubleheader today. The 2015 Little Flyers at 8-2-0 on the year, taking on the Elite Hockey Academy, bringing a 3-6-0 record down I-95 from the Nutmeg State. James Witherite joining you here from the 412 Communications press box as we prepare for this Sunday matinee matchup on a snowy mid-December afternoon. Glad to have all of you with us here via the Delaware Hockey Network joining us for today's contest. Philadelphia traveling right to left, the way we see it, in their home whites. Elite moving from left to right in their away navies. Our officials for this game, Gavin Doyle and Anthony Mark. A pair of on-ice officials with plenty of junior and NCAA experience between them. And off we go from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks with the Flyers winning this initial faceoff. Bliss takes the puck away. He walks it to center. It's recovered at the Philadelphia blue line by Charles Cambris. Volleyed through neutral territory. Finta couldn't field the puck. And the Flyers set up on the offensive. Peyton Brohl to Cambris, throwing the puck in close. And the Flyers score just 39 seconds in. It was Ryan Bryant putting Philadelphia on the board. Let's see this again. Bryant with the finish at the 39-second mark. Of the first period. Off the rebound of that initial Cambris shot to give the white, black, and orange the early lead. Here a centering pass from Garceau was broken up. Gavin Verdolino digs the puck free, but he can't clear. Gabriella Genet holding the point for Elite. And now Barker will press play back into neutral territory. Particulars on that first Philadelphia goal. Bryant from Cambris. And Broll coming 39 seconds into the first period. There it is for you in the top left corner of your TV. As Ryan Yoakum stick handles into the corner. Feed to Cambris. Shot from the top of the slot was blocked by Bora Oske. Flyers maintain their attacking momentum just inside the third minute of the contest. Yoakum fanning on the puck at the left point. And this is cleared by Elite. Advanced by Bliss to Oske. Coming in from the right side, slowed up by the reaching stick of Cambris. Cycle to Porto. Nico Porto trying to pave a way to the cage from the left half wall, but he ran into net front traffic and taking the puck away. Cambris fails to clear. Brody Garceau recovering. Here's Porto. Shot stick checked by Broll into the near corner of the Philadelphia zone as we near the completion of the third minute. This is sent up the left wing boards. And called an icing by Anthony Mark. Annalise Verdolino getting the call between the pipes today for Philadelphia. Her counterpart 178 feet away, Jax Trusch, who gave way on that initial Philadelphia attack 39 seconds in that saw Ryan Bryant put the Flyers on the board. Marvel leads at 2-on-2, but he's steered to the near half boards upon gaining the zone. Flip back to Gavin Verdolino. And Elite takes away in the neutral zone. Here a shot from Brody Garceau. Steered wide by Annalise Verdolino to the far corner. Barker recovers for the Flyers. Clay Barker floats the puck up the left wall beyond the reach of Bryant. Race on for the vulcanized rubber. And it will be gathered in by Onofrio. Rather, it was Jackson Kane wearing number 29, who failed to clear the puck. Holding right point is Barker. Shot into traffic, deflected, recovered by Kane, and carried as far as the Elite blue line before he's slowed up by Hammerski. Bryant coming to Hammerski's aid, trying to recover the puck for Philadelphia, but Bliss bulldozes his way up the right wing boards, in over the Philadelphia line before losing the puck 20 feet into enemy territory. It comes back out to the neutral zone. Finta tried to stick handle his way in. This taken away and walked by Gavin Verdolino the other direction. Slowed up by Genet and ultimately separated from the puck. Philadelphia looking to pad a 1-0 lead. We're 4.5 minutes into the first of 3 15-minute periods. A reminder, USA Hockey rules in effect for this game. Automatic offside at this age classification. Also no body checking legal at this age classification, although angling, pinching, bumping, other competitive contact, certainly legal within the rules. Something not legal at this level is icing on a penalty kill. Vansky took the puck away, but could not clear. Broll walking in, ran out of real estate. Here's Broll again. Steered by Janae behind the net. 5.5 minutes gone of the first period. And a heads-up play by Bora Oske. Forced the Flyers to reset in neutral ice. Yoakum looking for a place to happen, slowed up by the stick of Vansky in the near corner. And our first penalty of the game comes from the whistle of Anthony Mark with 9:06 to go in the first period. And it's going to go against Philadelphia for slashing. Ryan Yoakum, the guilty party. So on to the PK go the Little Flyers. At the 5:54 mark of the first period. And this penalty kill could be brought to you by, well, you. Sponsorship opportunities are available on the Delaware Hockey Network as we work our way to 2026. University of Delaware, Drexel University, Salesianum, and Philadelphia Little Flyers hockey. All on our slate for this season. To learn more about sponsorship opportunities, email MJR at 412communications.com. Coming to halfway in the first period, Hammerski advances the puck to Dominic Fusco, who walks into the elite zone, but he's pickpocketed at the top of the far circle by Porto. Advancing pass to Garceau. Steered to the half wall by the back-checking Hammerski, who tries to backhand the puck free upon working toward the blue line. This is cleared by Barker, recovered at center by Vansky. Thrown near side at the blue line, where walking in is Jackson Kane. Drop pass to Porto with more space to operate. Centering feed, Garceau. A shot and a save from Annalise Verdolino. This gets another look on the 412 Communications instant replay. The drop pass to Porto, centering feed. Garceau had plenty of space at the top of the left circle, but his shot from 30 feet ends up right in the glove of Annalise Verdolino, recording her second save of the afternoon. 15 to go on the elite power play. Another Verdolino stop, and the face-off will come to her right with 10 seconds left on the elite player advantage. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. Getting the settlement you deserve doesn't have to be. The law office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664. That's LONG. Or visit injuryde.com. Pass up the middle was thrown into the skates of Verdolino, who smartly hustles back into the neutral zone. But the Flyers' attack was stunted as Elite had plenty of time to set up on the back check. Here's Griffin Marvel. Back up the left wing boards. He gained the red line before floating the puck in deep. Marvel and Bryant head off for a change. Meanwhile, here's Nico Porto. Coming up the right, dots for Elite, stymied by the presence of Griffin Marvel just inside the blue line. Marvel to Broll. Dipsy-doodling past a couple defenders, 2-3, net front feed, a shot in the goal from Zachary Porsche to make this 2-0. Porsche right on the edge of the paint. Finishing on this end-to-end attack from the Flyers. roll all the way through. And now we've got a 2-0 hockey game. Peyton Brohl carried the puck from deep in his own end. Past 1, 2, 3 defenders. And it was Porch with the knockout blow. At 8:24 to give the Flyers a 2-0 lead. Here they come again with Hammerski. Steered to the near corner in pursuit of the puck. Swarmed by a pair of elite defenders below the goal. Played up the far side. Driven deep again by Barker. Hammerski works this to Fusco. Fusco confronted by Porto. Trying to stick handle. Out of traffic, but Jackson Kane pickpockets him and clears the elite zone. Garceau with an up and change. 5.5 minutes to go in the first period of this 2-0 contest. Little Flyers with the early advantage. Puck battle right in front of their bench. Little Flyers head coach Grace Kleinbach spent much of her professional playing days with the Buffalo Buttes of the NWHL, which then became the PHF. So some expert hockey IQ from the Floridian behind the bench for these little Flyers who enter the final 4.5 minutes of the first period up 2-0, thanks to goals from Ryan Bryant and Zachary Porsche. Brohl holding the point, gave the puck away to Janae, who could not clear. Janae circling behind her own goal, tries to play the carom shot up the far side. Crossing over was Gavin Verdolino to recover for Philadelphia. Verdolino looking for the pass high. Yoakum shot blocked down in traffic. Brohl tried to corral that loose puck in the low slot, but was driven to the far corner out of the ideal shot area. Here comes Cambris taking aim and scoring with 3:48 to go. It's a 3-0 contest. Cambris from the point. Gives the Flyers their third. Charles Cambris stepping up and taking aim from the top of the right circle, where he beats Trusch to make it a 3-0 hockey game. Flyers continuing to assert and control the tone. Hammerski kept the puck in for Philadelphia, but was angled to the near corner by Oskar. Backhand shot from Garceau on the other end. Was blocked offline. Loose puck corralled by Von Schmerling. Schmerling slowed up by a Saron Pokechek. Fusco recovers at the Philadelphia blue line. Cycle to Peyton Brohl, who's got 2 assists already. 2.5 minutes to go in the first period. Brohl's shot from the mid-slot was blocked. Oskay the other direction. Steered out of the house by Clay Barker, but he stick handles behind the net. Is played out from the corner to Janae. Kicked by Marvel toward the cage. It rang off the post, and Bora Oskay controls the rebound. Puck caromed behind the net. Fusco overpowered as we enter the final 2 minutes of the first period. Philadelphia with a 3-0 lead over the Elite Hockey Academy. Peyton Brohl. Cross-ice feed to Gavin Verdolino. Verdolino pushing forward to set up a 2-on-1 shooting. And this is covered for a pause by Jack Strush. Minute and a half to go, and let's look again at this end-to-end Philadelphia counterattack. Verdolino taking the shot for himself. Denied by Jack Strush, keeping this a 3-0 contest. Philadelphia controlling the terms here in the early stages. Puck battle to Trush's right. Goes the way of Elite and Nico Porto. Was slowed up at center by Yoakum. Recovering the puck was Cambris. Kane takes it away. Here comes Yoakum back the other direction. Slowed up before he could clear the zone by Porto. This puck squeaks back into the neutral zone, and it's walked by Zachary Porsche. Into the Elite zone. Porsche 1-on-3. Shot. And no, said Trush. 43 4/5 seconds to go. In opening period action. Face off to Trush's left after the save. Shot 6-5 in favor of Elite. Annalise Verdolino doing more than her fair share of the heavy lifting. 6 shots, 6 saves. Philadelphia doing well in all 3 zones and generating some quality scoring chances. Here's a 2-on-1 though for Elite. The centering pass intended for Garceau. Off the stick of Jackson Kane, streaking up the left wing boards. Was just off its mark, and Verdolino able to cover for the pause. And we're down to the final 17.9 in opening period action of this 3-0 game. Brohl could not clear off the draw. Puck is loose in front. Verdolino swarmed net front. And she holds her ground for the pause with 9.7 to go. Face off inside to Verdolino's left. Onofrio couldn't walk in from the dot. Puck taken away by Barker. And he's going to skate out the last couple seconds of the period. That will do it for the first 15. At the end of one period, the score, Philadelphia Little Flyers 3, Elite Hockey Academy 0. We'll be back after a quick timeout on the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the Law Office of Heather A. Law.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site, 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside. Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks ready to rock and roll for period number 2. Philadelphia with a 3-0 lead over the Elite Hockey Academy. Thanks to goals from Ryan Bryant, Zachary Porsche, and Charles Cambris, with the most recent one taking aim from 30 feet to beat Jack Strush, coming 11-24 in the first period. Second stanza underway, with Philadelphia moving left to right in their home whites, black yokes, helmets, and pants, black numbers, orange trim, and the Elite Hockey Academy moving right to left, decked out in navy blue and what we like to call Pittsburgh gold. Fusco slowed up just inside the blue line by an elite stick check. Fusco leaves the puck back to Marvel after resetting in the neutral zone. These 2015 players displaying their hockey IQ, and they've got some great teachers in the form of Grace Kleinbach, again played for the Connecticut Whale and the Buffalo Buttes, and Shane Morrissey, who most notably played in the East Coast League with the Norfolk Admirals. Face-off following the Trush save. Coming to his right. Kane steadies the puck and he leaves it for the accelerating Nico Porto. Porto bulldozed toward the cage but rang a shot off the post. This comes back to center, picked up by Gavin Verdolino in a one-on-one. Verdolino slowed up by the reaching stick of Saran. Cambris tries to seal off the point and does. Gavin Verdolino again, trying to walk in close, angled behind the cage by Janae. This is recovered by Kane and driven into the neutral zone for Elite. Cambris recovers. He throws the puck off the near boards. It's turned back the other way by the backhand of Nico Porto. Race for the puck into the near corner. Walking in, backhand shot, Garceau. Annalise Verdolino slams the door again for the 9th time today. So Elite shut out still through 17 minutes of action. Breakout pass floated by Hammerski, fanned on by Gavin Verdolino and walked the other direction by Grayson Finta. In came Oskay. Driving the puck in deep, steered behind the net. He couldn't carry it back to the point. This is recovered by Fusco. Stolen from him at center. Fusco recovers and finds Bryant, who's marked in the neutral zone by Bora Oskay. Fusco again. Third time nearly a charm for the Little Flyers, as Fusco finally gains the zone, but he was pinched to the right wall and outnumbered. Yoakum floats this in up the left wing boards, and the Flyers will get some fresh legs on with just under 3 minutes gone in the second period of this 3-0 game. Onofrio to Oskay. Up the left dots. Bora Oskay angled to the near corner by Cambris after gaining the zone. Kane crossed to the left point to hold. Long carom shot, nobody working low, and Marvel recovers for Philadelphia. This puck is tipped out to neutral by Bryant, but into the hands of Chase Vansky, who gave it away. Bryant to Fusco, working back up the right wing board, slowed up at the blue line by the shoulder of Chase Vansky. Good angle by 91 in navy blue, and now Vansky clears to Porto. Elite coming in numbers if they hurry, but they were quickly outnumbered at the blue line. A 3-on-2 became a 3-on-4, and Philadelphia resets in their own end with 11:15 to go in the second period of this 3-0 game. Fusco off the cross ice feed from Verdolino, bobbled the puck, retraced his steps, threw it in over the blue line, and this is going to come back offside. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides that are sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Centering pass from Marvel to Verdolino, fanned on. Barker could not hold the point. Oskay carries the puck from blue line to blue line and then some, but is outnumbered along the left wing boards and stripped of the puck. Verdolino going to try again. Verdolino taken off his feet, and we'll see our first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the afternoon coming up as the extra attacker is on. Kevin Verdolino to Hammerski. Back to Verdolino behind the net. This is floated up to Barker at the point. Puck thrown off the near glass. And this is taken away, and the whistle of Anthony Marks sounds with 9:56 to go. Delaware Sports Medicine power play time for the Little Flyers. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings for athletes of all ages and abilities at desportsmed.com. Sabio Saran heading off for a trip. And Philly on their first one-player advantage of the afternoon right now. As the time gets posted on the penalty clock. And we are good to go. Saran rolled off for tripping at 5:04. Cambris to Broll, working the right half wall. And there's going to be another one here coming up. Cross-check coming. Also against Elite. Janae, the guilty party. So the Flyers will get 67 seconds of a two-player advantage. Deluxe Delaware Sports Medicine power play, 5-on-3, starting with Yoakum. Dropping the puck off at the right half wall. Intended for Fusco, but it was taken away and cleared by Garceau. And this will come back on icing. Reminder, USA Hockey rulebook at this age bracket, 10U. Icing on the penalty kill is not a legal play. Likewise, automatic offside and competitive contact rules apply. 9 and change to go in the second period. Cambris across the line, slap shot from Yoakum. Sent wide. Cambris gets this to Fusco in the corner. Fusco brings the puck back out of the flat, sets up Cambris, shot, score! Charles Cambris strikes on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. And 6:17 into the second period. It's now a 4-0 hockey game. Watching it again on the 4-1-2 Communications instant replay. Fusco pinned behind the net, looking for space, looking for the pass, found Charles Cambris at the top of the slot. Cambris opening fire from 35 feet, going top shelf to make this a 4-0 game. Barker looking for a fifth. Saw his shot blocked in net front traffic. 20 seconds to go on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play. After Cambris' second goal of the afternoon, put the Flyers up by 4. Counterattack led by Oskay. Slowed up right at the expiration of the Janae cross-checking minor. We're coming to halfway in the second period. Philly 4, Elite 0. The Bora Oskay one-timer in the low slot was wide off the release. Finta steps up from the point. Throws the puck off the near boards. It is raced down by Clay Barker, losing his footing. Kept in and walked forward by Onofrio. Centering pass, Oskay canceled out net front. Bouncing puck ends up behind the cage. Oskay reaching for it, but it's poked away by Marvel. Porsche clears. And an icing against Philadelphia will bring the ensuing face-off to the left of Annalise Verdolino, who has stopped all 10 shots she's faced to this point. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention, but no one hearing a thing. So, how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to bridge your team to your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. 7:05 to go in the second period of this 4-0 game. Philadelphia leading the Elite Hockey Academy in their second meeting of the day. Ryan Yoakum controls the puck in front of his own cage and finds Bryant. Leading the puck to Broll across the neutral zone. Broll skates headlong into the Elite zone. From the corner, he tried to center to Bryant, who struggled to control the puck in the mid-slot. Gathered it in at the far half wall, looking for his second goal of the afternoon. Bryant again, tied up now by Jackson Kane. Holding the point is Yoakum. Yoakum bobbles the puck. He's driven back into the neutral zone. Good pressure from Kane, forcing play to center. Cambris to Bryant. Backhanding the puck in off the near boards. And the Anthony Mark whistle brings play to a halt again with 6:08 to go in the second period. Slashing penalty against Kane. And back to the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Go the Little Flyers. There are the particulars in the top left corner of your TV. Jackson Kane off of the slashing minor. Gavin Verdolino working behind the net. Plays the puck to Marvel. Cross-ice feed. Barker looking, shot over the crossbar. This ricochets off the glass and rolls back to the left point where Griffin Marvel crosses over to maintain the zone. Fake the slapper. To Schmerling. Marvel. Schmerling, they play keep away left side. This work back below the cage and Porsche. Schmerling. Marvel. Faked the one-timer. Instead, cradles the puck and throws it in from 35 feet. This is stopped and held by Jax Trusch for a break in the action. With 5:19 to go in the second period, 41 seconds remaining on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play, and the Philadelphia Little Flyers working with a 4-0 lead. Face-off is to Trusch's right. Fusco walking in. Puck poke checked away from him. Cambris steps up. Shot was skied Up into the atmosphere behind the net. Recovered there by Broll. Cambris. Back to Peyton Broll, walking in from the dot. Tried to pick that top corner stick side, but just missed his angle. 10 to go on the power play. Centering feed. Fusco topped the puck off the Yoakum setup. This is recovered by Onofrio and walked back into the neutral zone. Right as Elite comes back to full strength. 4.5 minutes to go in the second period from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Philly 4, Elite Hockey Academy 0. Coming up later today in the 3:15 block, we bring you the Philadelphia Little Flyers 16AA Girls Black Squad taking on the New Jersey Devils Youth. And that'll be right here on the Delaware Hockey Network as part of our coverage of Philadelphia Little Flyers youth and girls hockey on the DHN. 3-on-1 for Elite, looking to break the shutout. Onofrio walked the puck in. Right on the doorstep was Jackson Kane to get Elite on the board with 3:50 to go in the first period. Kane waiting for the backdoor pass. Gets one past Verdolino to make this a 4-1 contest. Particulars forthcoming. As Kane comes in hot looking for another, but was slowed up by the stick of Clay Barker. Glove saved by Trush, bringing action to a halt with 3:10. To go in period number 2. Kane with his first of the game, coming from Oske and Onofrio. Foiling the shutout hopes of Annalise Verdolino. But still, the Elite Hockey Academy trail by 3. The Marvel shot was off the crossbar. Barker hassled, fielding the rebound. Garceau was right on him. Centering pass and a shot from Porsche, held onto by Jax Trush for a pause in play with 2:36 to go in the second period of this 4-1 game. Flyers not lacking for breathing room. Face-off coming from the near dot. Puck taken away from Verdolino by Boro Oske. This is flipped back to Cambris, working the point. Cambris working the puck in deep. It is taken away from Verdolino and pushed by Oske toward the blue line. Cambris keeping the point sealed off for Philadelphia. Now Verdolino off the Broll feed. Shot from Fusco was blocked by a lunging Sabias Saran. Janae clears to Oske. Oske surrounded. Broll with the poke check. Smart line change. Garceau waiting to play the puck before Saran was off. Rather, before Bliss was off. So we had our 88s and our 98s crossed up. Minute and a half to go in the second period. Failing to clear was Yoakum. Winding up from deeper in the zone, Charles Cambris Sends the puck skittering just over the elite blue line. Broll holding his ground in a battle with Saran. Here came Yoakum, weaving in close. Wrist shot was hard but high and wide. We've now reached the final 1 minute remaining in the period. Fusco recovers at center. Slowed up by Janae just inside the blue line and angled off the puck. Garceau the other way off the Saran feed to Porto. Caught up to in the high slot, but the shot from deep goes in, and Elite have made this a 2-goal game. And it was Grayson Finta, the one who ultimately made it happen. Finta with his first from Garceau. Coming 14-19. Into the second period. And the margin's been cut back to 2. Single digits to go. Oskay's got a 2-on-1. Shot was wide, good pressure on the defensive from Marvel. And that will do it for the second. 30 minutes behind us.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
So 30 behind us. Philadelphia with a 4-2 lead over Elite.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back into Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks, third period underway. With Philadelphia leading the Elite Hockey Academy 4-2 in this Atlantic Youth Hockey League 2015 birth year division matchup. U10 Major, as it's also known. Grayson Finta and Jackson Kane with goals for Elite, turning a 4-0 deficit into the 4-2 score we've got right now. Marvel's guilty of an icing. 45 seconds into the third period. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these youngsters or if you're a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family, and Dr. Brad Bly's new membership program will help you achieve and maintain peak performance, regardless of your level of competition. To learn more, head to desportsmed.com. This is Offside. Brawl versus Onofrio, just above the elite blue line. Philadelphia again attacking position. Vansky could not clear. Brawl again from the corner. Slowed up by the shoulder of Onofrio. Brawl gets the puck back. He skates it to the top of the slot. Couldn't find a shot lane, so a give and go. Coming from Marvel. Hard shot was wide off the backboards. Bryant amid that scrum holding the zone for Philadelphia. Walking in and shooting was Brawl. Initial save made by Trusch, but the rebound goes in. And who was it? It was Zachary Porsche who put the puck back to make this a 5-2 contest. Here it comes again. There the initial shot. No, it was Ryan Bryant. Thought maybe Porsche had a tip on it since he led the handshake cue, but it was Bryant, as we saw in the 4-1-2 communications instant replay, who tracked down that loose puck off the Jax Trusch save and finished for his second of the game to make this a 5-2 contest. Fusco. Shot from Cambris off the centering pass. Broken up net front. Porto recovers for a lead. Here's a 3-on-2. Ultimately disintegrating as Cambris clogged up the slot and works this clear to Fusco. Vertolino on the entry. Couldn't connect with Hammerski trailing the play. Puck squeaks loose and is pushed clear by Garceau. Schmerling recovers. Hammerski to Joachim. This taken away by Onofrio and walked forward by Rouse. And an open ice shoulder check is going to send Philadelphia to the penalty kill with 11 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Ryan Joachim a little bit too vigorous on playing the body. Competitive contact certainly legal in this classification, but Gavin Doyle determined that Joachim crossed the line when he propelled his shoulder into the elite player, and that sends Philadelphia to their second penalty kill of the game. 10:45 to go. Philly's got a 5-2 lead. Marvel up the left wing boards, off the steal. Slowed up and driven into the corner. Vansky clears back to center, puck taken away from Barker and walked in by Jackson Kane up the left wing boards, one of 2 elite goal scorers. Schmerling overskates the puck. Brody Garceau protecting, centering pass. And a quick glove save from Annalise Verdolino, denying Onofrio on the welcome mat and keeping Philadelphia up by 3. Another look on the replay. Annalise Verdolino recording her 9th save, and this is going to come back offside with just a second left on the Yoakum body checking minor. 9:52 to go. Face off right in front of the 412 Communications press box. And Philadelphia controlling their own zone. Puck pursued by Porsche in the near corner after gaining the elite line. Cycled to Cambris. Trying to cut through the slot. Cambris gave way to a Grayson Finta poke check. Elite clears. Anthony Mark says the puck was tipped, so no icing against the road team. Here comes Hammerski back the other direction. Slowed up at center by a Finta poke check. 9 minutes to go. Elite with 3 to make up. Hammerski through traffic with a 2-on-2. Shot was wide from that tight angle. Verdolino not in position to maintain the Philadelphia momentum, and this is going to come back offside. A reminder, automatic offside in the U10 age classification. Delayed offside like we're used to seeing in the NHL and the NCAA. Doesn't come into play until the 15U age bracket. That's also when icing on a penalty kill becomes legal. But here in this 10U major classification, competitive contact, automatic offside, and no icing on penalty kills. Barker gained the zone but was slowed up by the reaching stick of Brody Garceau. Here's Dominic Fusco trying to work back across the neutral zone to no avail. Driving back in was Onofrio for Elite. Centering pass to Broll was broken up. Fusco regains a loose puck at center after Kane carried it across neutral ice for Elite. 7:40 to go. Oskay recovers and walks up the left wing boards for Elite. Slowed up by Yoakum at the blue line, and this is going to come back offside. $7:27 to go. Philadelphia wins the neutral zone faceoff. Porsche tried to float the puck to Schmerling at the top of the slot, but the path of the puck and the path of 93 in white did not converge. Garceau the other way, skates into a 1-on-4. He flipped the puck back to Saran, but it was over the blue line. Schmerling recovers and backhands from center. In behind the Elite goal. Chasing the puck down is Hammerski. Hammerski tried to walk in for a wraparound. Gabriella Genet doing well to clog up the low slot and take away Philadelphia's opportunity for a 6th goal. Now 6:40 to go. Garceau in over the Philadelphia blue line, was angled to the far wall by Cambris. Garceau corrals a loose puck after Porto was slowed up. Garceau tied up. Feeds to Kane. Puck taken away from him and cleared to center by Porsche. Back in came Genet. Philadelphia's Cambris recovers. Schmerling trying to generate an odd player rush, but the 2-on-1 quickly turns into a 2-on-3. And Oskay recovers. Here's Jochum the other way. Back on the offensive for Philadelphia, Ryan Jochum, steered to the corner by Vansky. He circles behind the net. He plays it to Bryant, looking for the hat trick at the top of the zone. But he gave way to pressure from Alexander Bliss. Driving action back into neutral territory. Jochum, up the middle, recovered from his own blue line. He walks into a 1-on-2. He shoots. He scores. Ryan Jochum all the way on that one from his own stripe. Gives the Flyers a little bit more breathing room. It's now 6-2. Blue line takeaway. Jochum all by his lonesome. Around defenders, pick that top corner. And he's on the board for a 6th Philadelphia goal. Unassisted tally at the 9:41 mark. Let's see what we've got from Gavin Doyle. He's going to take one from each side. Marvel and Finta both taking the walk of shame. Both off for roughing. At 10:03. So matching minors. And per the USA Hockey Book, we stay 5-on-5. Finta for roughing. On the Elite side, Marvel for roughing. On the Philadelphia side. Down to the last 4.5 minutes of this 6-2 game. Little Flyers looking to coast to their 9th win of the season. Bora Oskay splits defenders, but ends up alone in a 1-on-3 as the reinforcements come in. Oskay's stick handling, tried to center the puck, but the pass was blocked by Barker. Here's Gavin Verdolino, around defenders, looking for the convert shot off the pads of Truche. Final 4 minutes from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Cambris recovers after Genet cleared. This is flipped in by Bryant off the near wall. Puck rolls behind the Elite goal. where Vansky gains control of it. And now it's cleared by Kane. Garceau outnumbered up the left wing boards. Gave way to Yoakum. And Yoakum finds Fusco through traffic in the neutral zone. Fusco one-on-one. Shot. Blockered and then covered up by Jax Trush for a pause in play with inside 3 minutes to go. Follow the Delaware Hockey Network on social media, Facebook, X, and Instagram at Delaware Hockey Network. Rather, at DE Hockey Network. Those pesky character limits and all. So DE Hockey Network it is. We love to see you on our growing social media platforms where you can find broadcast updates all season long from all of our coverage, ranging from the Philadelphia Little Flyers youth and girls programs all the way to University of Delaware ACHA hockey. 2:20 to go. Flyers working back up ice, but an offside Dominic Fusco is going to force a neutral zone faceoff. 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. This one pretty well decided at this point. With the Flyers controlling in the attacking zone as we enter the penultimate minute. And they've got the comfort of a 4-goal advantage. Here's Barker looking for the convert over the crossbar. Vansky gains the puck off the back glass. Holding the point was Clay Barker. To Bryant. One-timer from the left point, and Marvel was wide. Barker. Again to Brohl. Tied up by Vansky in the far corner. Now to the final 80 seconds. Puck comes back into the flat off the backhand of Porsche. Shot was steered wide off his backhand. Again into the far corner. Barker could not hold the point off the Brohl setup. So the Flyers smartly tag up in the neutral zone. And Clay Barker carries back in, shooting from the top of the right circle. Pad saved by Trush brings us to the final minute of play here in the third period. Fusco back across the line to Vertolino at center for the re-entry. Jackson Kane recovers for Elite and clears back to center. This is walked forward by Garceau. Long shot, sticked away by Cambris. Good stick-on-stick contact at the release. Send that puck skittering into the far corner of the Philadelphia zone. Long clear, bounces off the stick of Gavin Vertolino, bringing us to the final 26 seconds of the game. Fusco centering pass, shot, score. So Dominic Fusco kicks the convert home for Philadelphia. And with 21 to go, we stand 7-2. There it was again. Fusco off the centering feed. And that's going to bring this contest to its conclusion, with Philadelphia improving to 9-2-0 on the season. Elite dropping to 3-7 after the Little Flyers put a bow on a 7-2 win at IceWorks. Quick look at the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Sid's just down the road in Claymont, Delaware. Only about a 10-minute drive from IceWorks. Charles Cambris, the number 1 star, with 2 goals and an assist. Peyton Brohl, 3 apples, earning him 2nd star honors. Ryan Bryant with his pair of goals, the 3rd star of today's game. Coming up next, the Philadelphia Little Flyers U16 Girls Black Squad taking on New Jersey. That game due to begin at 3:15. For the whole crew behind the scenes, James Witherite saying thank you for your company. Once again, the final score, Philadelphia Little Flyers 7, Elite Hockey Academy 2. Thanks for joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. Good night to you all.